essence of education is the concentration of mind, not the collecting of facts. We should develop the power of concentration and detachment, and then with a perfect instrument we can collect facts at will. This is what is meant by concentration, intensifying the power of assimilation, thus shortening the time. Raja Yoga is the science which teaches us how to gain the power of concentration. So, this is what is meant by concentration, intensifying the power of assimilation. Intensifying the power of assimilation. The world is ready to give up its secrets if we only know how to knock, how to give it the necessary blow. The strength and force of the blow come through concentration. There is no limit to the power of human mind. The more concentrated it is, the more power is brought to bear on one point. This is the secret. Concentration is the essence of all knowledge. Nothing can be done without it. The power of concentration is the only key to the treasure house of knowledge. When one works with concentration, losing all consciousness of oneself, the work that is done will be infinitely better. This is the base of focus. This is the very essence of focus. When one works with concentration, losing all consciousness of oneself, that's the main aspect. Losing all consciousness of oneself, the work that is done will be infinitely better. Losing all consciousness of oneself, very essence of focus. Welcome our young friends. Welcome. Welcome to Swami Vivekananda Ancestral House. Welcome to Youth Talk. It's all for you all. We are all born with infinite level of concentration. We do have that. We are all like that. Just try to recollect. When we were at our junior school, and we are playing with our favorite toy, or we are playing with our computer game or video game, we used to be entirely engrossed. We used to be entirely involved in our game, right? We all did it. Come on, we all did it, isn't it? We used to be entirely involved in that toy, in that computer game, in that video game. What was that? Our parents saying, please have lunch. Our seniors saying, why you are not having dinner? Why you are not having lunch? Why you are not talking with any other person? Why you are not talking? But we are engrossed. We are involved. What was that? What was that? Isn't it concentration? So, we all did it. We all, not a single person left. We all did the same. We all concentrated. We all. So how can that now we are lacking it? No, it is not lacking. It is we are not focusing at the particular subject or the particular object what we are thinking of. We are shifting from our objective, and thereby we think that we are actually lacking concentration. What we think that we are lacking concentration, it is not lacking. We are not lacking. We don't have to improve concentration. It's already within us. It's already within us. We don't have to improve. We just have to realize that it's already within us. We just have to use whatever power is within us. Power of concentration. Extreme power of concentration is actually within us. And our great teacher, Swami Vivekananda, what he referred, what you all have selected, his message, and he said, the difference between ordinary person and extraordinary person, it's not a factor of person. He meant the difference between ordinary performance and extraordinary performance just depends on the degree of concentration. How much I can concentrate. It is entirely dependent on that. On what aspect our quality of life is dependent. Just try to Just go through your mind. Just go through your mind calmly, of course, without getting agitated. It's not required, right? Just calmly concentrate, or rather calmly think. The quality of our life is entirely dependent on the quality of our experience. What sort of experience we are going through. Okay? The quality of our life is dependent on our experience. What experience we have gathered in our life. Now, another question. Our experience, is that entirely dependent on event, or it's entirely dependent on our focus? Which one it is? Our experience, whatever we are experiencing, whether it is dependent on a particular event or on what we are focusing. On what we are focusing. Just take one example. Suppose any negative event happens. Suppose we are scoring very poorly in one of the examination, and our teacher called us and said, see, this is your result. This is not up to the mark. This is not done. You will be thrown out, and blah blah blah. Right? So this is a particular event. Now I can focus on two aspects of it. One aspect, criticism. He or she is bullying me. I can concentrate on that. Or the other way it can be done. I am lacking in these areas. I need to work out. I need to work on in these areas, and thereby I will perform well. So every event actually has got two objects to focus. The positivity behind it and the negativity. Each and every event, each and every failure, and each and every success, both do have that two event, that two object, positivity and negativity. Any event do have positivity and negativity in it. How we are focusing on that event actually entirely controls our experience level. So many young participants of us said us, what will I do? I am not having any friend. What to do? So bad. Good, great. That is, of course, one aspect is bad, another aspect brilliant. At least you will get so much time to be with oneself. Unbelievable. We are not getting time to be with oneself. The best teacher and the best friend is where? Within us. So if we want to recognize him or her, what we will have to do? We will have to spend time with oneself. If I am having plenty of friends, if I am always interacting with so many of you, then where am I? I am not getting time for myself, and if I am not getting time for myself, then where am I? Same thing. So I am not having that much friends. That's an event. Negative aspect is I am not having that much human being around me. Positive aspect is I am with myself. I am getting a brilliant time to spend time with myself. See, which one I am focusing? It's all a factor of focus. Where I am focusing. Where I am focusing. It's all a factor of focusing. Now, very important factor, how to fix up the focus and how to get the positive impact from any focus. The best way is detachment from the result. Getting detached from the result, that is, I will not think about the impact. And second, proper practice, and that is what our great teacher said, practicing concentration. Concentration also required to be practiced. And the best way to practice it is to focus on the present situation, getting detached from the impact of this work. Suppose any person is working on his office project, and if that person is thinking, okay, if I am successful in this project, then I'll get
15,000 more rupees. I'll get a promotion. If that is the thing, then what will happen to this project? Who will concentrate on this project? It cannot be done. As simple as that. You all know actually. So that is it, getting detached from the result. Two aspects, very important. Number one, how long we are concentrating and on what subject? On what subject? How long and on what subject and on what topic? And how it can be controlled, and how that I can get back into whatever I should or I am supposed to concentrate. How it will happen? It can only happen through talking with oneself. Talking with oneself. Now, being mainly film fraternities, just observe one example, a brilliant example. A film on Milkha Singh. One scene, brilliant scene. Milkha Singh lost a very important match because of his girlfriend, and he was standing in front of a mirror. He was standing in front of a mirror, and he is just observing him, staring straight on the mirror. And after a few seconds, he started slapping himself. Slapping himself, slap, ta, 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 just slapping himself and saying, what the hell? What you have done, Milkha? What you have done, Milkha? Why you have done this? He was just slapping himself. What is that? What is that? He is talking with himself, and he is punishing himself to some extent. That why you have shifted your concentration level. And this thing, this talking, the tenacity, this talking tenacity will come from what? From love towards my subject, from love towards my object. And from love will come passion. And that passion will actually help me to concentrate more. That passion will actually help me to get detached from the result, to get detached from the impact. And in that Milkha Singh film, that passion was showed so brilliantly. Getting my point, right? That passion was so brilliantly. Now, another very important question. When you are playing a table tennis match, when you are playing a tennis match, or when you are batting, on what actually you are concentrating? Are you concentrating on the player? Are you concentrating on your opponent? Or you are concentrating on the ball? We are concentrating on the ball, not on the players, not on the opponent. If I am thinking that I am playing with a much higher opponent, then how to compete? Who will compete? I am accepting my loss. I am accepting the defeat from the very first second. So what is that? So what is that actually? Where I am focusing. Focus, 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 focus. And if these things are properly maintained, then a situation will come. That is the most important situation for any concentration level. That is to be in a flow. What is that flow? Is going beyond oneself. Is moving beyond oneself. And what does it mean? Suppose we are painting, or we are involved in a music practice, and we are singing, or we are painting. How many times it happened that when we are doing it wholeheartedly, we are forgetting to have our lunch, we are forgetting to have our dinner, we are forgetting about our friends, we are forgetting about marketing, we are forgetting about what clothes we are wearing. How many times it happened? Plenty of times. Plenty of times it happened. Isn't it? So what is that? To be in a flow, going, moving beyond oneself. When we are applying chemicals, where we want to concentrate? Regarding the chemicals, because the reaction will take its own course. We need to select the chemicals properly, and we need to apply it. The reaction of that chemicals will take its own course. It will happen naturally. So, The chemicals are those things, whatever we have discussed about, whatever we have interacted about. The chemicals are only those things. We need to apply it properly, and the impact will take its own course. The result will take its own course. This is as simple as that.
Unless the mind is controlled and concentrated, our mental powers will be frittered away, or else our minds will get submerged in torpidity. A life of self-restraint is imperative to building up mental energy for useful work.